Classic quad bunk, super slide, private front bedroom travel trailer, just coming in on trade here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. If what you are looking for is like the family camper, something you can use and enjoy and not have to worry a whole lot about while the kids are growing up, and then something you can swap out of later to get that, you know, luxury fifth wheel or laminated trailer for couples camping, this is going to be just an awesome starter launch pad for somebody. Generally speaking, we are pretty darn accessible with the slide closed. You see that you can just kind of slip around that countertop right there. We can get back here in the kitchen area. We can pack all this stuff up. Now, it does get tight in that area right there, mostly because of that bathroom doorknob. So the easy solution, guys, turn on the slide out. If you need to, you push the slide about that far, and congratulations, we can fully access this camper. We can get everything packed up and ready to go. Bump the slide back closed, and there you have it. That's all it takes to make this thing exceptionally travel friendly and pack them up, get them out, hit them up, rawhide friendly. Now you have to know where you're looking, but if you have a pretty good eye for this sort of thing, you can actually see where this Sunnybrook right here was laying the groundwork for the Winnebago travel trailers that we sell here at Haylett RV today. And you're thinking, wait a minute, this is made by Sunnybrook. What are you talking about? Well, something a lot of people aren't aware of is that Winnebago actually purchased Sunnybrook and their production facilities. And that's where Winnebago trailers are made today. And there's a lot of the same concepts, engineering, a lot of the same parts, you know, etc., that kind of held through that transition. And you can see a little bit of the Sunnybrook skeletal work in even today's Winnebago trailers. But that's not what this is about. This is about the Sunnybrook. So we've got central air, central heat. I can't find a leak anywhere. That's the #1 question everyone wants to know is it leaking and does everything work? And the answer is no and yes. No leaks, everything works. Central floor ducted heating, which gives you a little more efficiency. This actually, interestingly, for when this was built, it was not common for an aluminum skin trailer to have an enclosed heated underbelly. But this one has it. Now I'm looking around and I see all sorts of things that would make this a little more high-end and a little more expensive than another aluminum skin trailer at its time, but they're easy to miss. Like, we've got a bigger oven in here. This is pocket screwed cabinetry. This is not particle board stapled cabinetry. So things like that you didn't always find. I do like, you've got this big like double, well, 4-door pantry. It could be a pantry, a linen cabinet. You could make it a combination of the two directly next to the bathroom over here. Another thing that's nice is the bathroom. They really did a nice job on here. Like, we've got a bigger foot flush stool, which is something that is really still not even across the board in the market today. I love all that extra countertop space and the big double vanity. That's a nice touch. I mean, there's a lot of extra bathroom storage in there for things like you know, shavers, toothbrushes, etc. But now look at this. We've got a 3-part partition sliding glass door in this shower here. That's just not something you normally find in an aluminum skin trailer. And another one of those Sunnybrook features that actually made its way into today's Winnebago trailers is the fact that they fully framed out every door. This is classic Sunnybrook production methodology, basically, that works so well that it's still used even today in Winnebago's luxury ultralight campers. That's pretty darn cool to me. Now, as we come back here, the bunks on this side are what I call big kid bunks. They're a little bit wider, which is very nice if kids need to lay crosswise, taller kids. Top bunks are rated for 250 pounds, by the way. Now, again, this is a traditional quad bunk, and I should have closed that cargo door because the light's really messing with me here. But as you can see, that bottom bunk can fold right up out of the way to create like a nice cargo space. And there's also just some amazing storage in this big closet dresser combination off the rear wall back here. And manipulating this lower bunk, I don't know that I've ever seen one done more easily. They spent some decent money at the time this was built on a very simple hinge mechanism that, if you watch it, even kind of folds the support feet up right up out of the way, and then they just drop right back down. So this is exceptionally easy to manage and manipulate. You've got upper cross breeze windows here, which is also a very nice thing. So pretty much every window in this rear area will open for ventilation. It's been used, for sure, but at the same time, I don't really see where it's been beat up or abused. And another thing that kind of surprised me to see in an RV of this age is a rear sliding pocket privacy door. And there are even a lot of campers today that will still have curtains on the rear bunk wall. So that's why you're going to look at this camper, you're going to look at it and say, oh, it's a little bit older, it's got that aluminum skin, it's one of those cheap old ones. At the time this was built, this was very high class, deceptively so. But what I like is how they just weren't in your face about it. This has got a very understated, classy, casual elegance about it. I really like that. We've got a hide-a-bed over here. The dinette can fold down into a sofa. There is storage below it. And look at the nicer pontoon-style bars that they're putting on the dinette back here. And 3 bars. Also, 3 posts so that this table's more sturdy and it doesn't like to wiggle on you. What I like about the pontoon styles is that if you unscrew them, they're basically, you know, flush with the floor, so you don't tend to kick them or anything like that. You don't have that big post sticking up on you here. Now, you've got some pretty darn good storage here in this kitchen. Starts with the entertainment center. The lower section of the entertainment center is big doors. It looks like there's storage there, but that's like your water heater access point. But when you get over to the main kitchen with that 45-degree kitchen countertop kickout, you've got big drawers, good space below that sink, and more big cabinet space above. And again, you'll see that these are all pocket screwed cabinets, not the stapled particle board stuff. More traditional to the time frame that this was built, and even that style of construction is still somewhat current even today. Some of the biggest brands on the market still build that way. I'm kind of happy that we don't really deal in a lot of that product here at Haylett RV. There's nothing wrong with it. I prefer this style of construction here. Now, this was made before flat screens, so you know you are here with a nice large entertainment center. But what's kind of cool is I've seen a lot of people do. You could mount a flat screen here, and because there's studs in this wall that you can just tap into, you can make the TV swing out, which one, it's nicer for entertainment viewing purposes, but 2, you can turn the TV basically into a door for a storage cavity behind it. I think that's kind of a neat thing. Now, there is a sliding privacy door here for the master bedroom. Originally, this was built with a shorter Camp Queen. And we asked the previous owner, are you sure you want to leave the residential 80-inch mattress that you put in here? And he goes, absolutely. That original bed that was in here, I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And I just thought that was so funny. Smart detail stuff, too. You've got big overhead cabinets, guys. But notice how they're recessed and sunken back. I laid on this bed, as tall as I am, and I sat up, and my head never clunked that, because they recessed the overhead cabinets back, but they made them extra tall to give you good storage there. Big open side stands for CPAP machines and whatnot. Now, this was built with the idea of a little TV shelf here, but you can see the previous owners put a TV bracket in. What I like about that is they left the bracket, and look at this. They even left like the screws and the hardware behind to be able to hook a TV up to that. And I don't know if you've ever gone through this, but like if you have a TV bracket and a TV but no screws, good luck figuring out what you need, because that is a trick in and of itself. Trust me on that one. Now, something that's really going to throw a lot of people for a loop here is that the primary skeleton of the box construction of the camper is actually aluminum. You've got like aluminum wall studs in this. Now, it's not a laminated trailer, obviously, which is where in today's market we more associate that. But in the earliest generation of more high-end sort of RVs, you actually ran into a lot of constructed aluminum skeletons versus laminated aluminum skeletons. It's very, very uncommon, and there's almost no one left in the market that still does it today. There's nothing wrong with it. Actually, it's pretty awesome how they build these, and they're extremely strong structures. But it was more costly. So because it was an item that a lot of clients couldn't see, you don't see a lot of construction like this anymore. Now, the awning, if you're looking real close, you can see the awning fabric sags slightly. There is, because this awning is very, very long and it doesn't have a center support, they didn't used to build the awning tubes as strong as they do now. The awning tube has a very slight dip to it. The awning does fully extend and retract. The awning works just fine. Again, this is not a brand new camper. You're not paying brand new camper money for this thing. This is a used RV. It's got a little shape and character to it, but it is something I'm absolutely comfortable if, you know, someone's like, listen, we're going to make this our first camping experience. We've got kids ages 6 and 8. We want to have a bunkhouse camper for a while. Then when they grow up, we'll get rid of it. This is going to take care of you. This will absolutely take care of you. And how about that massive front storage compartment? And you've got those oversized doors on both sides of it. How about that? You don't see a lot of that anymore. That's pretty fantastic. Some of the decals have, they've seen some things, man. They've seen some weather in some days. The front decals on here, they're a little flaky and peeled. But again, she's not brand new. You know, this is not intended to be the most pretty cosmetic girl at the ball. At the same time, though, my recommendation, take a power washer and that main flaky decal right there, blow that sucker off. It'll still say Sunset Creek by Sunnybrook at the top. It'll look clean, and you're probably going to be just fine with it. It's not a real big deal to get her blood pressure up over. And like I said, very uncommon in this style and category of travel trailer was the enclosed heated underbelly at the time this was built. That is just exceptionally uncommon. We're also looking at classic Jowlacy style windows that tilt open for airflow. That is another one of those things that, you know, this being the I guess, historical trailer, and the new Winnebago ultralights being the successor to kind of what you see here, those Jowlacy style windows that give you rainy day airflow, they kind of held through. Now we do have a nice storage pocket down here right below the bunks, and it actually does wrap around that wall, so there's quite a bit of storage in there, a lot more than you would think. Now the previous owners, I don't know if they were biking enthusiasts or something, but they actually put on and welded on a 2-inch receiver hitch on the back here. It's not like a full, hard, reinforced receiver hitch like you might find on a big Jayco Eagle fifth wheel. It is intended to be an accessory hitch. Now, I see a little bit of the like green algae all over the place on here. It's been in storage a little bit. It needs a hose bath. Whatever. If that's the worst thing we're saying about this thing, I think we're doing fine. So here's a look at that cargo area on the outside of the RV. Again, during the day, we just get all kinds of, you know, bunk space, or at night, I guess. But then, again, during the day, this is strutted, it's easy lift, it's self-supporting. You don't have to, like, latch it against the wall. And this is all it takes. And congratulations. Now, you've got the best bicycle garage money can buy right here. In case you're wondering what this little fabric thing is, it's a very simple Velcro solution the previous owners came up with just to cover this big frosted glass window so it wasn't waking up the kiddos. And in case you're curious about security, guys, this big door has the same deadbolt that main entry door has. So you're secure either way. By the way, outside utility shower with hot and cold water, and it's interesting that it's over here on the door side of the RV, and I really like that it's here next to maybe the picnic table, so if you have spills, or like my daughter loves the bubble machine, she chases that thing around like crazy, you end up with sticky soapy crap everywhere. Well, it's nice to be able to hose that down right here, or hose the kids off. Now the bottom step here, the steps look like they're kind of slightly sagged a little bit, but they hold my weight just fine. I'm weighing too much right now. I'm back up to the 190-ish range. I got to get that back under control. And the bottom step almost touches the ground. Now, an easy solution for that, guys, they make little prop stands, little things, or you could even just throw a couple boards on there just to give it an under support. So again, there are some very simple, low-dollar solutions to a couple really simple, not scary, or not really a problem type problems that would take care of you here. And this would be something that you could use for a number of years for family camping before you decide to flip out of it. If you take decent care of it, you're really not gonna lose a whole heck of a lot. It's old enough, it's gone through the worst of anything that you'd call depreciation. At this point, guys, how much this camper is going to be worth when you're done with it is directly and 100% determined by how you take care of it. So if you take care of this thing, you keep it cleaned, you keep on top of your seals, you're going to be able to get out of this and get a ton of use out of it and really not have to pay a lot for the usage value of the camper. You don't take care of it, well, you're throwing that money away. But that's true of any RV, I suppose, but I just feel like it's especially true in this case. It's on that sort of cusp, you know. So, give us a call. Hitching, pieces, parts, trades, financing, truck and trailer package deals, RV delivery, and everything between. We do everything here at Haylett RV. So take care. Stay safe, have fun, and happy camping, everyone. Hi, Gene!